Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the 100 girlfriends that really love you episode season 2 episode number 8 reaction. Okay, the previous episode it was divided into two parts. The first part was with Shizuka where we get to get her to the karaoke, and she was obviously having difficulty singing because she's not that much of a extroverted person. And yeah, but in the end Rentaro told her to do what she wants and she sung and it was very nice. Yeah. And then the second part, we get to meet Uskushisugi Mimimi, I think that was her name. And she is an Ojo-sama, not any typical Ojo-sama. We get to know by the end of it that she is actually self-made. Basically, she isn't really rich or anything, as far as I could understand, but she does like part-time and everything, and she studies on how to speak. Like that whole Ojo-sama Desuwa way of speaking. And and she pays for her own stuff, her own dresses and everything. And yeah, that's the main difference between her and the other rich Ojo Samas. And yeah, we meet her. Obviously she confesses to Renter, all that stuff happens. In the end she accepts. Not she accepts, but Rentaro accepts, but the problem is that Nano comes in, where we get to know that apparently she has some kind of a situation like with Nano, and she like challenged Nano to like a duel or something like that. So let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Oh yeah, the beauty contest. Not Nano. Sorry, not Mimimi. Nano. Yep. Yeah. Wow, that must be. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Uh, well, this is where the problem starts. Yeah, there you go. Well, I knew. I literally said, wait, who's that? I literally said this in the previous episode. It must be something like this. And yeah, because it makes sense. Nano was like this before. Like efficiency and all that. Well, she still is, but it's a lot more watered down. Oh my god, they're on the rooftop. Oh lord. Damn. Yeah, so they'll be finding beauty, not. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess. And me. Ah, was the most point on Instagram. I think Anta's going to say yes to everyone. What? Wait, already? Oh, damn. It's you! Wait, wasn't her name Indo? This what? Oh boy. Bruh. Like I said, he's gonna give everyone 1 point. Damn. Yeah. It'll be it'll be tie by the end of it. Yeah. Yeah, Rahul. Damn. Wow. Wait, what? How? Oh, because one of okay. Wait, wasn't Rentaro giving everyone 1 point? Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh, you can give one. Okay, I see. Like, okay, I was thinking, like, if you can. Okay. Well, what? Oh. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh. Why is he talking like this? This is definitely some kind of reference, the way Rentaro is speaking. Okay, so it's Tai. Nah, she was talking about cute. Yeah. Love became the reason for defeat. Oh, damn. Beauty defined in me. Yeah, well, obviously, he cannot judge himself. Yeah. Oh, what? Damn! Wait, what? Did he shave it off? Yeah, I shaved it. Bruh. Okay, so he's gonna. That's funny. Oh, he's going to take out his. Yep. Because he cannot let any one of them win. Then, one of them will be exiled. That's. Yeah, that is crazy. Damn. Oh, it's gone. Bruh. Wait, what? Yeah. Wait, what? Hey, calm down. It looks like the god. Yep, that's why he did it, so that none of them. Oh my god. Yeah. Ghost form. Oh my god. Bruh. Yeah. She's like, I didn't. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, she's smiling. Right. Oh, that's why she joined it in the first place. In his dream, she has the award. So she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna win, but it'll be a good opportunity." Wow. All right. I didn't say that. Oh boy, missed opportunity for an oh ho ho ho. That would have been so good at that moment. Oh, well, yeah. Oh no, she seems dumb. Ah, everyone's in a good mood. Damn. Oh damn, she's ready. Damn, wait. Bruh. Oh boy. Damn. Yeah, well. Wow. Oh boy. Yeah, the screen. Oh. What? Yeah, Doraemon. Alright. Oh my god. Hey yo, calm down. Oh boy. Um. Oh no. The Heidi reference. Well, it's drugs. Yeah. All right, bruh. All right, calm down. Oi, calm down. Oh, this whole. Oh boy. Damn, she's thinking of a completely different. All her right. Um. Okay, right. I was thinking it was something crazy. Oi, oi, whoa. Right. Oh my god. Okay, I think something else is gonna happen to her completely. We know what type of person she is. Come on. What the hell? I was gonna say she's probably not going to bear it, and that's going to make her masochism. Oh boy. So she was bad. Oh boy. D- Oh god. Hey, calm down. All right. Okay. Yeah. The background. Uh, oh. Okay. Okay. You know what? You should probably calm down. You should probably calm down. Okay. I thought she was going to completely like I don't know like try to eat him up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh. Oh no, she's going to float away. Damn. Bruh. Right. uh. What the? Oi! Rocket not bleed. Okay. Oh no, here we go. Kunta. Kuntaro. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, only one left. Yep. Okay. Hmm. Oh boy. Beautiful brain. Yeah, that's what you're thinking? Oh boy. What the? Hey yo, yeah, the Shokugeki no Soma reference? Oh my god. Damn. Students in the recess eat lunch. These guys are on the roof just doing it. Oh god, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, duh. Okay, so only one person left to be introduced. The girl with her bangs, you know. Hmm. Is that it? Yes. Okay. And that was episode number 8. All right. So today we had the first half. We had the whole situation with Nano. Like we resolved that. Basically, I think I said this in the previous episode. I was like, it must be something where Nano, because previously Nano was very. She still is, but she has changed a lot. Very like, oh, efficiency, efficiency kind of girl who barely even like cared about anything other than efficiency. So obviously she would have thought that, oh, friendship is not efficient. So yeah, and that's why she rejected her uh, friendship offer. Yeah, which made Mimi sad, and she has had her eyes on her, and like wanting to defeat her in a beauty, like any type of beauty type of contest she had, and now that's what we saw today. Like in the end, Nano apologizes, and yeah, everything was good. So it turns out she actually joined the beauty contest in like just because she wanted to become friends with Nano. So I'm thinking, if I'm sure she had the similar obsession, or did she? Wait a minute. Let me think. What I'm trying to say here is that did she have the similar obsession with beauty even before she met Nano, or did meeting Nano make her, like that? Because she did want to make friends with her because she was beautiful. That's that. But I'm wondering, like, the way she fusses about beauty now is maybe it's because because of that, because of her meeting with Nano and the fact that Nano rejected her, you know, something like that. Yeah, you know what? I think it's something like that probably because as far as I can see in the flashback, where is that part? Let me check. Um, wait. Where is? Okay, here it is. So as far as I can see from the flashback, you can see that she was like looking at Nano from the corner, and she said like, "Oh, how beautiful! I want to make friends with her." Here we go. AI-san, what a beautiful being. No, no. Okay, no, never mind. As soon as I heard what she was saying, I realized she's talking with the Ojo-sama, like the Desua way of speaking. So that means that even before meeting Nano, she was like this. Yeah, so there you go. That answers my question. As soon as I heard her say that, like in a Desua way of speaking, because if you remember, she learned up on this way of speaking because of her obsession with beauty. So that means she's always, she's already obsessed about beauty, which means that it's not because of meeting Nano she became obsessed with beauty, but she's always been like this, and it's a result of that. So yeah, okay, that answers my question. Never mind. She was like this from the very beginning. Meeting Nano just made her, I guess, and getting that whole rejection made her more obsessed with, I guess you could say, showing to Nano that, oh, I'm more beautiful than you, or like something like that happened. So yeah, that's the only change that happened after her whole battle with Nano. Other than that, everything else was the same for her. She was, like just like like how we see her. Right. And yeah, she just wanted to be friends, and that is why she went into that beauty contest. And it's funny because in even in the like in her head, she's having that not delusion, but that yeah, I guess you could say delusion, where she was thinking like, oh, you know what, like we will be friends after that and stuff like that, she was thinking. But in the delusion, she she was holding the gold, that is the first prize, while Nana was holding the silver, the second prize. So even there, she was like, oh, I'm more beautiful, but I want to be friends. Even in her delusions, she's like true to her, I guess you could say. Yeah, the way she views beauty, I guess. So yeah, so it was funny because obviously later on we see she lost, but obviously that doesn't really do anything. She was like, oh, you know what, unfortunate, I lost, but you know what, makes sense. Like Nano-san is extremely beautiful, so I'm fine with that. So it wasn't because she lost that she had this obsession. That wasn't the reason. She lost, she accepted it, and then she was like, oh, like, make friends with me. Where Nano rejected her, and that is where she got that whole obsession from. So that's the thing. It's not because she was mad at her for being more beautiful. She accepted it. She was like, you know what, beauty is beauty. Like, yeah, like, I, even if I lost, I will accept that she's more beautiful than me. But her getting, when Nano was like, no, I'm it's pointless or something like that, called, like, friends, like, inefficient, yeah, called friendship inefficient. That's when the problem began. So yeah, that's what happened basically. Now, Nano apologized, as we see. And Nano apologizing to her made, she kind of took it in a very interesting way. She was like, oh, so you think I'm more beautiful than you? Okay, I accept it. That's how she interpreted the the apology. But you know what, yeah, whatever makes you happy. But yeah, she then became friends again, or actually became friends for the first time. This time. Right, and there you go. That is it. That is the story of Utsukushisugi Mimimi. Okay. Now, also, obviously, I kind of saw, like, at first I didn't realize how the match was going, because I thought, like, can't Rentaro give points to both of the, like, both of them. But in the end, I realized that wasn't how it was going. You can only give points to one person in one round. So, that's how, like, if you either give points to that person or this person, you cannot give it to both. Like, it would be easy, very easy, if you can give it to both. Like, you can just, like, oh, both of you, both of you, both of you. And in the end, it would be a tie. But since you cannot do that, that's why the problem struck in the end, where they were going to be judging Rentaro. So obviously you cannot give points to both. So one of them, like, since it was 4-4, one of them would win. So the only way to make it a tie was to give points to neither. And that's what Rentaro did. Any kind of like beautiful point that they're telling about, like, telling about him, um, he just took it out. Like, he shaved off his eyebrows, he took out his dress, everything, like that. So in the end, she became this goofy person with the glasses and the thing. And yeah, but that made sure that none of them wins, and the battle remains a tie. And this was only possible because they were judging him. He could never do anything like this to the other girls, because she also, like, he also accepts the things, like, like anything, like any kind of beauty point that they bring up, Rentaro would 100% agree with it for the any other girls. So he cannot really do this with the other girls. It would, like, he himself will not let that happen. So that is where the problem was, because he had to give them points. But when it came to himself, he was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to take out all the things that they think is beautiful about me. I can do that to myself. You know? Yeah, so that's how it worked out by the end. You're right. Yeah, and that was the first part. And the second part was basically, like, like a, like, we always have these, what do you call them? The like, after, like, a character gets introduced, like a character becomes part of the Rentaro family, we always have one of these mini sections where they kind of, like, kiss Rentaro. I guess this was that. I'm assuming next episode, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll have like a breaking the ice kind of episode. We always have had that, well, one episode for all the other girls, so maybe we'll have one of that for Mimimi as well. uh, yeah, maybe we'll see, because I think this is episode 8. So how many episodes left? 4 episodes? 9, 10, 11, to how 12 episodes? I don't know, something like that, maybe. The final girl will probably be introduced at the 10th episode or something. I don't know, or maybe the second half of episode 9. So we might have a mini section of, like, breaking the ice with Mimimi, because we've always had one of those. for all the other girls. Anyways, we'll see. Right. You know what? One thing I'm thinking, this is actually like a very like difficult job to keep introducing new characters, but at the same time make sure that all the other old characters also get enough development throughout. Otherwise, like I've seen so many shows that introduce so many characters that a few of the other characters just get forgotten. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I doubt that's going to happen. Rentaro's like this. He's not going to. He's not going to, like, yeah, do anything like that. Or the author really cannot do anything like that, because the main point of this show is that every single character, like, is equally happy. So I doubt they'll, like, like, just forget about certain characters. But I'm just thinking now it's like 9 or 10 characters, so it's fine. When it'll reach like the 40 or like the 50 mark, how is that even possible to keep introducing new characters and making sure that all the other characters also get enough screen time so that they don't get forgotten? This is a difficult job, man. Like, really. Like, I don't think I've ever said this as something like this about any manga, but this is like a really, like a huge task. Like, because we know what's going to happen. 100 characters. That's what has been promised, and that's the main theme of this show. And to keep that promise and make sure all the other characters that are, that were there before also don't get forgotten is a huge job. Like, how, like, so many other mangas I've read, and I've never felt this about any manga where I say that, oh, this is a difficult job, because all the other mangas and everything, they have like one singular goal, and they kind of go along that, like, yeah, so they can do whatever they want. Here the goal is fixed. You have to make sure that you have to reach that goal, along with making sure that every single character gets enough screen time, and it's going to get way more and more difficult as time passes. Right. Okay. Anyways, the second half of today's episode, like, was the whole kiss, like, thing, um with each of the girls, and their, I guess you could say, their quirkiness, their, the things that are, like, unique about them, that gets kind of highlighted for each of the kisses. Like, for example, we have, what's her name, Suto, Iku, yeah, Iku. We had Iku being like, oh, I have to hold this because she's a masochist. So she was, like, doing the whole, like, oh, I have to hold this, and like, that whole thing to deny herself of the pleasure which was making her suffer, and that was making her go off. So, and then we had, like, who else, um we had Karane completely crushing Rentaro because she was trying to deny the fact that she's liking it because she's a tsundere. We had, what's her name, Hakari, going absolutely crazy with the nosebleed. Like, it's funny. It's been a while I've seen these. Like, they call it the rocket nosebleed. It's been a while I've seen these. Where, like, old shows had these so much, where the characters, they used to just, like, like a rocket just go. Which show was that? Like, there are so many shows like this which had the whole rocket nosebleed thing. Nowadays, we don't even see nosebleeds at all. Like, back in the days, nosebleed was like a staple for any type of show, be it, like, a shonen show as well. Shonen shows also had that. Naruto had so many of them. But nowadays, it's like, it's just gone, I guess. I don't really see any other show doing a nosebleed thing. Like, yeah, I understand. Obviously, it's kind of like, like, it doesn't happen like that. It's like an eccentric thing that anime has brought in, but still, it was like part of the, I don't know, like a history of anime, I guess. Back in the days, nosebleed was a staple. Nowadays, we barely even see any. Like, just Oh boy. But anyways, it's kind of funny, like funny mangas, gag mangas, like yeah. Nosebleeds are always funny now and then. Like yeah. Oh, we also had like the whole Shogeki no Soma reference for Mimimi as well, which was pretty funny because I wasn't expecting like a Food Wars reference. Like uh, in no way was I expecting that. Like in this show, like a Food War reference was crazy. Oh boy. Yeah. And there you go. That's what happened today. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I'll go to the scene by scene discussion, but before that, obviously now that Mimimi has been introduced, like I've been saying, I've been waiting for her because like her whole Ojo Sama kind of thing. I was like, yeah, this should be fun. And yeah, she's here, and I really like her. I've seen like people talking about in the previous episode comments where everyone was like, oh, like you might not like her at the beginning, but she'll grow on you. The thing is I never really disliked her even in the beginning because I know like this is basically what Ojo Samas are. They are very much like narcissists. Like every single Ojo Samas are narcissists. Like like but the more main that is the main point of Ojo Samas. Like like it's the main thing. So if you like Ojo Samas, you cannot really hate that part of them because that's what makes them themselves. So like yeah, and that's why I was like, yeah, like this is expected. I knew what I was getting into. Like now obviously if it's like some like people who are like new to anime who doesn't really know these type of like tropes and all that, they might have felt like, oh, this girl is pretty pretentious, right, pretty obnoxious. They might have felt it like that, but obviously in no way would I feel because I know this is literally what her character archetype is about. Ojo samas are supposed to be like this. If you like it's like expecting a tsundere to be honest. You cannot expect that. So expecting an Ojo sama to be, to be a lot more calmer, you cannot expect that. This is normal for her. And yeah, so I was like I was like, yeah, this is normal. Oh boy, but yeah. Anyways, and that's what makes them endearing. You could say this whole like this Desua type of attitude, like the oh ho ho type of attitude, is what makes them endearing, and that's the best part about Ojo Samas. So so yeah. Anyways, yeah, I really like her. And I feel like for now she's probably my top character. Like I never really thought about that up until now who I like the most. But if I had to choose before Mimimi, if I had to choose, I probably would have chosen Iku. But Iku is also a new addition, so even before her, I probably would have chosen Karane. Yeah, but then Iku came in, and now Mimimi is here. So for now, Mimimi is at the top for me. Like Mimimi is at the top, then Iku, and then Karane. So that's how it is for me at least now. Um, so yeah, there you go. And I don't know. It'll be actually quite difficult in at least in my books, in my like to bring down Mimimi from this position because I don't know. I don't see any other characters at least who would make me like them more than Mimimi. But who knows? Maybe some character will come who I like more than her, and it'll change. We'll see. But yeah, for now, Mimi is at the top for me at least. Um, let's wait and see. Anyways, that is it, and yeah, that was my overall impressions for today. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Okay, let me see if I missed anything. In the very first part, we get to that flashback where, oh, this section as well. I forgot to mention this. Let me just talk about it. The whole section where Nano was like in the beauty contest. And wait, why did she get into the beauty contest in the first place? I don't understand that. She's always about efficiency, right? Like Nano won the contest because I don't know. I don't see her being the type of character to join a beauty contest. Like because she's always like, oh, efficiency, efficiency. Unless and until she gets something out of this, in no way she would have joined the beauty contest. So you know what? Maybe they revealed this because I do remember they revealed a few things about Nano back, and maybe I've just forgotten. Let me know if I've just forgotten the reason why she joined the beauty contest in the first place. I think they might have actually revealed this before, like in season one or something. when they introduced her, or something, like, I don't know. But yeah, like, I might have forgotten. Anyways, so yeah, so she okay. So here's the thing. She says that, how does it feel to win? And she says, like, mistake. Like, yeah, like, she says it's a mistake, uh, but how? I I genuinely don't understand. How can someone join a beauty contest by, like, even if you join it by mistake? I guess she couldn't. She had to commit to it by the end. Yeah, I was going to say, can't she just be like, oh no, sorry, like, like, I'll go away. I guess as soon as she joined it by mistake, she probably she had to commit to it. Yeah, it's something like that, I'm assuming. Right. Yeah. Anyways, I guess I got my answer here. Yeah. She joined it by mistake. But again, I couldn't, like, fathom how can someone join something by mistake like this, because you're literally standing here, like, you could have at any point be like, but no, I guess you cannot really do that. Like, yeah, you have to commit to it once you, yeah. Okay. Anyways, so excuse me. He says, I joined by mistake and I want to leave. Now, obviously, Mimimi was not really mad about the fact, or not really like, bothered about the fact. She was bothered, obviously, but not really. That didn't wasn't really the reason why she has this rivalry with Nano. It's not because she was like, selected as the winner, because she was like, oh, you know what, it's fine, she is beautiful, I accept it. So she tries to become friends with her, which was obviously her whole reason for joining this, as we get to know later, which is where she rejects. She was like, oh no, making friends is inefficient, like, and she just leaves. So this obviously brings up this whole rivalry, and she wants to defeat Nano. And now we are here in the present. So yeah, the whole finding beauty contest that they were doing was basically, they will be talking about what makes these characters, all the girls, beautiful, and Rentaro is going to give them points. So at the beginning, I didn't really understand the way you can, like, give the points. I thought Rentaro can give both of them points, but no, that wasn't the case. Anyways, so yeah, they start doing it. First and foremost, it was Karane, and each of them, like, brings up, like, the points that makes her beautiful. Okay, another thing. This competition was very, I guess you could say, like, intricate to the details, because cuteness and beautifulness are two different things. Like, you cannot really bring cuteness up here, as we saw in Shizuka's case, and expect to win. You have to bring beauty points, not cuteness points. So, that's what happens. And I guess a lot of people might say, like, oh, cute is also beautiful, right? Like, yeah, but I can see what they were trying to do, and I can understand. Like, beautiful is, like, more of a, like something that makes someone graceful, elegant, I guess, something like that, right? While cuteness is basically which makes you go, like, oh, like, kind of like that. Like, you know like, yeah, something like that. Like, it's like, basically, like, looking at Mimimi, you cannot really call her cute, but getting to know her and getting to see her, like, mannerisms and everything might make you think, like, oh, this is cute about her. But anyone looking at Mimimi, they would call her beautiful, not cute. The first thing that will come to their mind. Now we should get to know her, as we saw in that previous episode, where Rentaro was commenting on how she was, like, munching, like, food, like, she was, like, stuffing her face with food and everything, and that smug way of, like, acting was quite cute. That is cute, and that's only when you get to know that person. Obviously, looking at Mimi, you won't call her cute, you will call her beautiful. Same, the opposite with Shizuka. Looking at Shizuka, you won't call her beautiful, but you'll call her cute. you know but after getting to know her, you might find a few things beautiful about her. Like, I guess it makes sense. That's like the way you kind of demarcate beauty and cuteness. And that's what happened. So at first they were talking about Karane. Obviously Karane is a tsundere, so she was like, I don't care about this, but then she's actually quite happy. Oh boy. And then we had, next, we had who? Hahari. Yeah, then we had Kurumi, all of them. Yeah, like, okay. Wait, let me check. First and foremost, um, For Hahari, mature grace, love for others, okay. For Kurumi, emerald eyes, impeccable table manners. For Meido, groomed black hair, etiquette, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so yeah, for Kusuri, curve of her cowlick, yeah, passion for pharmaceutical studies. So was pearly white's sporty sweat drenched look. For Hakari, it was um, busty high school girl, sophisticated mannerisms. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it goes like that, 4-3 in the end, and then comes for the time comes for Shizuka. So for Shizuka, everyone expected Nano to win because Nano has been with her for the most amount of time, but that became a double-edged sword as we get to see, because for anyone who gets to know about her more and everything, there'll be their version of looking at that person or praising that person will be more personalized. So since she spent more time with Shizuka, she knows what makes her cute, while as a person who has no idea, who doesn't really know Shizuka that much, which was Mimimi, she could take a more like an objective, like she could look at it more in a more objective way, and she could like rationally and logically talk about what makes her beautiful. So Nano couldn't bring anything about beauty because every single thing that was coming into her head was like cuteness related, which was making her disqualified for that particular point. So here, um, Mimimi won. So the markings, the scores became tied, and now it was time for Rentaro. So there you go. So obviously, as we get to see, Rentaro little by little takes out every single thing that makes him beautiful. And they were commenting at first. Mimi was like, "Oh, his eyebrows," and he just shaves his eyebrows, and Nano was like, "Oh, his dressing sense," and just destroys his dress. So that he cannot let any of the girls win in this situation, because that will destroy the tie 4-4, and one of them will have to be exiled. That's why. Anyways, in the end, they realize what's going on. They realize what Rentaro did. But Mimi was like, no, I don't like this. I wanted to, like some kind of a conclusion, some kind of a ending to this whole rivalry that I have with Nano. I wasn't able to get that, so I'll leave. So she tries to leave, but Nano here stops her and tells her that I'm sorry. Like back then, I was something different. Now after coming in contact with Rentaro, meeting the other girls here, and I understand. I understand, you know, like that every single thing shouldn't be put into the efficiency meter. like and I also understand back then when I did all of these things, so many things I've done is wrong, and I shouldn't have done that, so I apologize to you. Like, if you want to become friends with me, we can be friends. I want you to become my friend, something like that, she said. And this is where we get the flashback, where we get to see Mimimi actually joined the beauty contest to become friends with her. Like, it's funny because Mimimi's whole way of whole way of interaction was like, oh, I want to become her friend, I have to go to the beauty contest where definitely I'll be first, and she, because she's so beautiful, she'll probably be second, so I can strike a conversation from that and be like, oh, hello there, should we become friends? That was her way of, I guess, trying to break the ice. Instead of just going and saying hi to her, she was like, oh, like this was going to work. And I'm pretty sure like going directly to her and talking to her wouldn't have worked either, because she was all efficiency. So it would have been the same result, I feel like. Anyways, yeah, and that's what happened. She tried to do it, she failed. Uh, but yeah, now it was Nano who brings out her hand and grabs her hand, and yeah. So Mimi was like, in the end, Mimi was like, oh, so you accept that I am more elegant and more beautiful. Okay, I will give you the honor of being my friend then. Oh my god. Right. And there you go. That was that. It's done. She's in. Oh boy. Okay, so after that she brings out her makeup kit and she's like, "Oh, all of you girls, let's stand here. I'll do some makeup work on you." And first she does it to Kusuri, and yeah, then Kusuri just okay, right. So this is where Mimi thinks like, how are these girls always so prim and proper, so beautiful? What's going on? They don't really wear any makeup or anything. Their beauty is always so heightened. How does that work? This is where she sees that Kusuri just goes and kisses Rentaro, and she's like, wait a minute, is this a thing? Like, you just do it on the broad daylight on the roof? So this is where she's like, okay, it's probably because of that estrogen and all that, the hormones, beauty hormones, and oxytocin, estrogen, endorphin, all of that works out. Well, she's not really wrong. That is true. These hormones are do make you a lot more, like beautiful and like yeah, something like that. It makes you happy. It makes you like yeah. So she's like, okay, so like let's do it then. Um, so this is where this is where Kusuri brings out the drug for like the lip balm drug. And yeah, and everyone who tries to kiss Rentaro, they just go crazy. Like, and again, like I said, each of them had like certain peculiarities kind of connected to their like their personality. For example, Shizuka, not Shizuka, sorry, Nano is like, oh, for Nano, she's just like kind of crashes, like malfunctions, and just sat down. Yeah, and then we had the Kusuri, whose whole peculiarity was her peeing herself. We've seen that previously, and that's what happens to her. This part was funny where she's like in front of the board of direct, like another people, and she's like apologizing. Yeah. I think this is like Gintama did this as well. They didn't really do it properly here, or I'm not even sure if they were trying to do that. But there's a certain I think there's a certain like thing that actually happened in real life where someone, I saw that video, which is what Gintama kind of parodied, where someone comes in and like that person apologizes and they starts crying and like just putting his head in the on the table and starts crying and wailing loudly. You know, Gintama did that. Gintama had once Gintoki come in front of these people and like and apologizing for lying, lying about the anime ending because it's not ending or something like that. It was like this. Oh my god! But yeah, so I don't know if they were trying to do that, but it was still funny to see like her come and like apologize in front of everyone just like that, and she was like, I'm sorry for being on camera. Oh boy. And then we had Meido becoming a dog by the end of it because that's the way she is. um Hahari just stripping, obviously that's her specialty, as we know. Then we have Iku trying to like repress herself, suppress herself, because that's going to give her a kick. Instead of accepting the pleasure, she just tries to go against it so that it gives her more pleasure. That's kind of a paradox, isn't it? Like like you're trying to suppress your pleasure so that your masochism gets triggered and you get more pleasure out of it. So isn't it like a paradox? I don't know. Anyways, right. And then we have Karane being the whole tsundere, like, ooh, I don't like this, but then just completely crushing Rentaro, and then being like, it's not like I wanted to do that, like, oh no. And then we have Shizuka like almost trying to, I don't know, I think she was like trying, like she was hungry at that time, so I was kind of scared. I was like, damn, like just calm down. And yeah, then we had Shizuka just flying away because she's that became that lightweighted. We have Hakari just doing the whole rocket nosebleed. It's been a while we've seen this. And then Hakari starts like smooching Karane as well, and that the thing. So there you go. Everyone is over, and then by the end, we get to see Mimi. Mimi comes in and kisses Rentaro, and we have the whole Shokugeki no Soma reference. Wait, what does Nano say? Shizuka says here. Wait a minute. I'm becoming more and more beautiful, just like in Food Wars. Okay, you know what? She says actually something else here, but they didn't really properly translate it, I think. Okay, Shizuka says in the title is saying in the subtitle is saying just like in Food Wars. She says something else, right? She says Shokugeki no Ohajike. So she says something like food eruption or something like Hajike means eruption, right? Like just like popping out. So obviously she says Shokugeki no Hajike, which is like food wars, like the eruption version or something like that. I guess like in the rough translation. Instead of male reaction, we get hormones. Instead of yeah, like okay, right. Anyways, still was pretty funny seeing the whole reference, and there you go. That's where it ended. So another really good episode. And yeah, so Mimi has joined the family. So that was my reaction to the 100 Girls that really, 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 really love you, season 2, episode 8. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of this show. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.